Hello Internet and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will show you how to make yourself a hobby desk that can be turned into a movable wargaming table. This project will be really cheap as most of the stuff I will use in this video are coming directly from IKEA. If you like this idea and you want to support the channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe. The first step of this build will be to create the legs of the table. In order to do that, you'll have to choose between two types of Alex unit by IKEA. You can either choose the storage unit that contains two big shelves and that is the cheapest option, or you can choose the drawer unit. However, because of the 5 drawer, it's a bit more expensive. Next, in order to complete the desk, you will need to choose one of the different tabletops. In order to be used as a basis for the wargaming table, the tabletop needs to be 140 cm by 60 cm. The Alex units, as well as the different tabletops, all exist in different colors, and you can mix and match them up to your taste. The next item is not really mandatory, but if you want to be able to move your desk, you will need some wheels. These caster wheels are made for the Alex unit. Each pack will contain 4 wheels and you will need 2 packs for this build. The tabletop by itself is not big enough to be used as a wargaming table. That's why you will need different furniture panels that are movable and that will be put on your desk in order to form the wargaming table. By using 4 panels of 120 cm by 40 cm, you will be able to create a table of 160 cm by 120 cm. Which correspond approximately to 60 by 44 inches, which is the play area of most Warhammer games. The cheapest option to get those panels is to go to your local DIY store. The next item is not really mandatory for this build. It's a table mat that will protect your desk from the scratch that you could make when placing and removing the furniture panels. Of course, its size should match the one of the tabletop. The next step is really easy. You simply have to go to IKEA and pick up all your stuff. For the desk, I have chosen 1 drawer unit as well as 1 storage unit. But if you have chosen any other combination, don't worry, the steps will be exactly the same. The next step will be really easy. You simply have to follow the IKEA instructions. However, be really careful about the next 2 pieces. Indeed, those are the top and the bottom of the Alex unit. You will quickly notice that only one of the pieces contains some holes in the middle. Kindly note that the big holes in the middle are used to attach the tabletop to the Alex unit, while the small holes on the side are used to attach the wheels. The current issue is that IKEA never planned for you to use at the same time the tabletop and the wheels. But we will resolve this issue by replicating the holes in the second pieces with a drill. In order to replicate the holes perfectly, you will need to attach both pieces with clamps. If you prefer, you can replicate the smaller holes on the side, but I find this to be more cumbersome. If the holes you made are not really beautiful, don't worry, it will be hidden by the tabletop. When you are drilling, please make sure to protect your working area. Et voilà, this should be the result. At this step, please be really careful. The piece with the small holes on the side need to be at the bottom of the Alex unit. Now, you will have to attach the wheels. Again, in order to do that, you will simply have to follow the IKEA instructions. Here, be really careful to not yet attach any of the drawers. Indeed, you will need the access later. And now it's time to rinse and repeat with the second Alex unit. The next step of this build is to screw together the Alex unit and the tabletop. Depending on how well you did the holes, this step might be a bit tricky or super easy. Basically, You will notice that there is already some pre-made holes in the tabletop. And these holes need to be perfectly aligned with the holes you made in the Alex unit. If you have perfectly replicated the holes, it should be the case, otherwise you will have to play a bit with the screws. Worst case scenario, you can glue everything together, but I would not advise that for the stability of this build. Here you can see one of the 4 panels that I have chosen for the Wargaming table. It's really light and easy to store when you are done. Now that everything is ready, I will show you how to set it up together properly. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, don't hesitate to share it with a friend of yours that might be interested, and if you want to support the channel, the best way is to subscribe. Thank you and see you next time.